Yeah, everyone, this is Thermites, and this is the Weekly Updates. As always, very first link down below is Weekly Shonen Jump. Please check it out. Great jump as always. You know how it is. Oh, I kept this up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Honestly, it's actually pretty good that I have this up. Uh, Sakamoto Days, great as always. My Hero, fantastic. Love the, I keep on calling it directing, even though it's not, a moving medium, but that's the best way to put it. It's not just the composition, it's not just the narration, it is truly just, the flow of it. That, I'm just a sucker for chapters that have a gimmick or that are doing an interesting thing that the rest of the series doesn't quite do. But I mean, everything else is still, it's not slouching. Elusive Samurai, fantastic chapter. Not like a milestone chapter for chapter 100, but still a really good chapter that is, giving me some real thoughts about the future and where we're going. Ichinose, freaky as always. Ichinose is never gonna stop. It's so good. I can't believe how good it is. It's week to week. It feels like not every single week, but at least every other week, there's something that makes you go, okay, what the heck are we doing with the series? What is the series? It's incredible. There is actually one thing I do need to announce. I've gone over this a couple of times, so I've gone over this a couple of times trying to record this redirect, I should say. So I'll try to be more concise with this, while also not just saying things as if you've already heard them. It's tough. It's the danger of making videos. I'm instituting one really big rule about the live stream that I think will help me, and I want to talk it out loud in order to also it's mostly a rule for me. It's a rule I've kind of followed, but I want to just put it in stone so I actually do it. The big one is I want to have 5 and let's say 6 slots actually. I'm already flip-flopping, but hear me out on this. 6 slots for the live stream, because right now we have 5, sometimes 6. I've realized that the weeks where I'm the most worn out are the ones where Shoten and One Piece are both on. And so there's a pretty easy solution to that. One Piece has a break once a month. Shoten is a monthly series. So if I just do it like this each time, whenever Shoten comes out, I wait until One Piece is off, and then I do Shoten when One Piece is off. That keeps down to 5 things per stream. Shoten and One Piece are usually pretty comparable in terms of how long I spend on them. Shoten more so, but even this week, it wasn't that long, honestly. Even before editing, it wasn't as long as usual, but it's usually a straight hour. The other thing is, even when the new series starts, when, I don't know how many new series we're getting in Jump. It's pretty clear we're going to get a new batch soon. Series are being canceled. Series are ending. And this sucks, because I do, ideally, in an ideal world, I would love to just live stream everything in Jump. No matter how long it takes, no matter, how feasible that is. If I had, infinite time and resources, I would probably do that. But, as it is, I've realized, being at Donut's house and not doing streams for a straight month, the streams really take it out of me, both in a, I am usually sweating and and half dead at the end of them, but also there is a notable effect on the editing. If you watch my last 4 reactions that were all done in Donut's place, the A, the editing's pretty darn good. B, I got them out on Monday or Tuesday, I think at the latest. I don't think I had anyone any of them slip off to Wednesday. And that was because, part of it was also just the format. I was on vacation, and so I had fewer obligations. My Mondays at my actual house are pretty packed in terms of stuff I'm doing. The other, thing, though, was because I wasn't doing the live streams, A, I had more energy to then later in the day do all the editing. B, the live streams are just difficult to edit. So the longer and longer and longer the live streams go on, that also tends to be why my, my program starts to, crash if the live streams are too long, or why I have to, render the pre-recorded and then the live stream and then, join them. It's because the editing for the live streams is just way more difficult in terms of stuff I'm doing. And I don't do fancy editing, but just in terms of the sheer number of edits required, because I'm stopping and starting way more regularly. I'm looking at the chat and whatnot, and stopping to reply to the chat, and it's just a different beast. If I keep it to 6 series I'm doing on the live stream, and then the author comments don't count. That's not a slot. then I can reasonably contain how much I'm doing, even if, like, even if I need to spend an hour on One Piece, I'll spend an hour on One Piece. If I have to spend an hour on My Hero, I'll spend an hour on My Hero. But if I balloon the live stream with other stuff, or if I just go like, hey, you know what, let's do this other thing in the live stream this week, why not? It runs the risk of, like, making it spiral desperately out of control. And that just delays everything. The other reason why this is bad, part of it is genuinely just the timing of I hate putting out Jump on, like, Fridays. It feels bad. I don't like it. The other thing is, like, because I'm, like, editing Tuesday through Thursday, that's also preempting time I could use for other stuff, like, recording Chainsaw Man, or recording, catching up on Shoten X, catching up on Dragon Ball Super and Dandadan. It is a real, like, I'm sorry, can't do that because I gotta edit instead. Whereas if I can make the editing more manageable, that then frees up slots that I could then spend on actual more content. And because I'm not going to stream that stuff, that's the other thing. Like, the time where I was streaming Chainsaw Man and Dandadan was really, really fun. And it wasn't that much harder to edit, but it was a little more hard to edit compared to not streaming it. If I'm just, not streaming those as I catch up on them, it makes it a lot easier to then edit those, then get them out. It's, I can see a pattern here that is going to pay off, I think. And that all starts with making sure the Jump is a little more manageable to do. So, when the new series starts, that's still normal. I'll still, like, do them all in the live stream. We'll see how it goes. Usually, just by the nature of what is starting in Jump and what is interesting to me and whatnot, I usually don't add too much to the live stream for, permanently. This time, I'm going to try and stick to one permanent thing in the live stream. And then, if all the others go into the pre-recordeds, they go into the pre-recordeds. We'll see, Like, I don't want to just not do a series that I find really, really, really good. And so if they're really, really, really good, we'll talk about it. But generally, that's not the case. Usually, it's just like one or two unbelievable bangers, and then everything else is we don't need to do this live. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. That the ideal is when all the new series starts, I'll, like, add some random thing here, like a new series there. But then I'll still, like, do Shoha Shoten when One Piece is off. When One Piece is on, I'll not do Shoha Shoten even if the chapter is out. And we'll keep it to, that many slots. We'll have 6 slots in the live stream. And then the pre-recordeds, we'll see how that goes. The pre-recordeds generally kind of, solve themselves. Tokyo Demon Bride story, while I do like it well enough, I haven't been super into the most recent arc, and it feels like it's going to end pretty soon. So, don't have to worry about that. Fabricant and Ichinose, I think, are going to stick around for a while. But, who knows? Ichinose feels like it's probably going to be a shorter series than most of the others. Fabricant has that feeling of, like, oh, this has promise, but it doesn't feel like it's really, really going to stick around. And, yeah, that's basically it. Now I'm just going to repeat myself, so let's cut it off right there. Thank you guys so much for listening to this. Do check out my fiance Donut's channel. I've realized that I've never actually linked the channel down below, or I might have way in the past, but then I stopped for whatever reason, so I'm linking it again. It's like the only channel I'm plugging down there. There's also the Patreon. Check that out if you want more content from me. I spent like 8 minutes straight talking about how I don't make content, but I did go down and record everything in Phase 4 of the MCU. So that'll come out when it's coming out. There's also like a bunch of cool manga stuff there. I am super into Donut's Yu-Gi-Oh! Reactions. I don't know how much everyone else is into them. I adore them. The JoJo reactions, also very good. The next arc of JoJo, probably not going to come out for a while. He's up to the finale of Jolian, and he recorded, I think it was like 8 hours of raw footage. So yeah, maybe don't wait on that one, Maybe look forward to all the other stuff coming out. I'm pretty sure he just put out... Was it Venom 2? I think it was Venom 2. I liked Venom 2. I don't know how much everyone else likes Venom 2. I was super into it. Eternals is also out. That's kind of where he's at, and, stuff will come out from there. No Way Home should be coming out sometime soon, I think, if he edits it on time. We'll see. Anyways, thank you once more for sitting through now 10 minutes straight of talking about the week and about what I'm going to do next week and then what I'm not going to do the week after that. Thank you. Bye for now. Yeah. What were these movements? These are